Oh!
Doody doody.
Alright, Garrett, we're going to be doing a video, so I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up.
Video's already started.
Has the video already started?
Yes, it has.
Okay, well, welcome to the party. What are we talking about, Dave?
We're doing some Chrome Dome commentary.
Oh, boy.
All about
Yours isn't as shiny as
Fuck you guys.
Whatever, bro.
Garrett.
That's like...
Go play your video games.
F-tarded. Alright, so... Killing Joke.
Killing Joke is coming.
I'm excited about this movie.
R-rated animated
R-rated
motion picture.
Animatrated.
Animatrated. R-rated animatrated.
So, check this out, though.
Joker goes crazy. Than normal?
I don't know. Bro.
Sorry.
Weirdy.
He forgot his helmet and crayons. Can't help that.
It's our fault we let him out.
Yeah. Let him out of the cage.
Yeah. They've already seen you.
Yes.
You're the only...
What do you got all over your hands, Garrett? It looks like
said
you...
hi to your mama.
Did you? You got cream pie. You was dreaming about my mom again?
Anyway. So,
I was
okay.
balls deep in an alligator.
Right?
Trying to get a pair of boots off the bitch.
So, here's...
She did the death roll on me.
Oh, man. We don't get anything done, guys. So, ignore the work badges and anything you see relating to work, because that's not happening right now.
He's on his way out. It doesn't matter.
Oh, shut up. Shut
And
up.
for anything, this would definitely be an interesting video to watch. I hope the bosses don't find it. They'll be like, you guys are fired. And be like, yup.
The fired. All right, so here's the thing. Killing Joke is not the first animated movie about this topic.
No.
What was the first one, remember?
Wasn't it the Killing Joe? No, it was...
No, that was
Under
the first
the Red Hood.
Under the Red Hood, exactly.
No.
So, what do you think is going to be different? Why is this going to be special?
Well, I think we're going to see, from what I've been reading, we're going to see a little bit more in depth with Batgirl and how she becomes more of the Oracle. James Gordon is going to get a little bit of torture time from the Joker, from what I've read, and I think it's going to be a little crazy. I'm excited to see where they go with this.
Because if in Under the Red Hood they didn't get an R rating for killing off Jason Todd or doing whatever it was that they... it's been a while since I've seen the Red Hood.
Well, he was Jason Todd, so he didn't die.
Well, there's Lazarus Pit.
Yeah, I wanted to try that, see if I get my hair back.
Not happening.
Damn it.
It's just not happening. So, specifically, what's going to happen? Shit. What's going on specifically in Kill? What? You can't even focus. Did you see a chubby Asian bunny? Is that what? Inside joke. You'll just have to look all over YouTube for chubby Asian bunny.
You might find it.
You may. I don't. It's not under that title. What's it titled?
It's silly Snapchat.
Silly Snapchat.
On Father Ant One's channel. It's kind of funny. You might see it.
I have no words. Just watch it.
It's just interesting.
I have a cameo part in there.
A giggle.
A giggle. Anyway. So the difference here is that you still have Jason Todd still getting offed.
Yep.
The major difference.
Yep.
The part that actually makes it R-rated is they illustrate just how sadistic the Joker is about
it's almost
what
like
happens.
They take him and they put him in a completely different level. Like they take your Jack Nicholson and his twist and how dark he is, and then your Heath Ledger twist and how dark he is, and then they just crack open the box and let him loose. You know what I mean? Like
they're not afraid to break the boundary.
Right. He is all whatever he wants to do. You know, I think he snuggles Barbara. That's another term for rape. It's just a lot nicer because that word is so rough. But we're gonna use snuggle.
It's just he defaults to that one. So
Such a dick.
That's another inside joke for another time.
Way inside.
So. Anyway, like I said, we get nothing done. So, Barbara, she gets shot. Okay, and if you're a fan of Batman at all, you already know this. Joker's the one that did it to her.
No.
So, you're going to see not just her getting shot. There's different versions of how she ends up like she is, but it all revolves around something the Joker does. So, man, you guys have probably heard the... Shut up! There's some...
I don't know why, but it's really funny.
There's pictures taken...
That's not funny.
No, that's not funny. There's pictures taken of Barbara in a compromising light, and Jim Gordon has to watch.
He literally gets shown those. He's like, from the pictures I saw online, like he was kind of, chained up or whatever, and he's forced to look at these pictures that the Joker took of his daughter.
Slaps him down on the table, and here it is. This is what I did, and you're next, sort of thing. Yeah. And that, because it's a lot more hardcore version of what happened, not
more
just
realistic. You know what I mean? We're stepping out of the comic book world and stepping in more to we're bringing them more to a real life perspective on how somebody would become this way and stuff like that. And I think
I've noticed that over the past 2-3 years, they have said, okay, here's the level that we were willing to go before with the comics and with the superhero movies.
Deadpool
and they
just open up.
Well, yeah, Deadpool runs through and just smashes the crap out of that barrier of what they're willing to do or not do.
Which is awesome. Congratulations, Ryan Reynolds, by the way. That was an amazing movie. Fan.
Tons of props.
You did it right.
Just absolutely bust through that barrier. Everyone's in shock, like, holy crap, how on earth did they even get the rights to do this? I mean, it's just, they busted all the previous notions about what was allowed in a comic book / superhero movie. Yeah. And so minds are all blown here. We're just like, wow. And now you've got all these other movies coming along that they're like, okay, well, if it's okay, then we're going to do R ratings.
And we're going to show you how it's did.
Yeah. Now, there's a misconception out there that DC is doing Killing Joke because of Deadpool's success. That's not the case. They've been talking about Killing Joke for how long?
Many years. Like, this has been a big, more or less kind of like, hey, it's controversial. You know what I mean? It's a very
really
serious thing that happens to these guys, and then it's like, now they're like, okay, it was kind of like they've been talking about it. Now it's kind of like somebody else paved the way to prove that it can be done, so now they don't have to take as much of a risk. Yeah, I see that point. Yeah. And that's fine, but the Killing Joke has been...
It's been in the works.
It's been in the minds of a lot of Batman fans for many years. I mean, how long ago was it that initial comic came out and that...
Well, the Killing Joke was actually the title of that episode in the comics. Yeah. Or not episode, but that particular issue. Yeah. They called it the Killing Joke, and, is meant to bring Batman to his knees, to show Batman... You can't protect who you consider... Yeah, you can't protect everyone, for one, but you can't even protect the people you call family. Yeah. That's the point that Joker is trying to get across to Batman, is it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter how fearsome you think you are, I will always just F up your world.
Absolutely.
And that's what he's...
But then that's the cool thing, that brings a whole new level to Batman for all of us Batman fans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of brings you into... The how I feel about the Ben Affleck Batman and how serious and how
he comes
angry
in,
he is. You know what I mean? I mean, you finally saw it, which was good.
I saw it, loved it. Ben Affleck plays Batman to a T, the way that he would be if Batman were real and a real thing. If a billionaire had,
that kind of anger and that kind of money,
and was committed to a certain city and he just wants to protect it, that's basically what would happen. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the Bat costume would happen, but something similar, you know what I'm saying?
I can't fit in that.
Me either.
I have an ab, but if I had Bat ab, no, never mind.
Yeah. Beached whale over here.
Oh, stop.
So, anyway, Killing Joke's going to be cool. I
so.
think we have a lot to look forward to in that arena.
Well, you'll have to watch this again because we'll do a review of it and see.
Once we actually see it. Yeah. So we actually don't have. We did a review of Batman vs Superman, which we might as well just go ahead and rehash a little bit. There's been a lot of people criticizing Batman vs Superman. Yeah. What have been the main criticisms in your mind that you've seen?
From what I've seen is people think it's too long, it's drawn out. A lot of people are also thinking, hey, this is going to be a complete movie about Batman fighting Superman. It's not that at all. You got to go in thinking a whole different way. You're setting up for Justice League and seeing all these new characters that Batman has never known about. In the storyline, Superman's only been around for 18 months.
Yeah. Year and a half is not long enough
to understand anything.
Yeah, and Batman's first exposure
to him was just terrible.
Well, yeah, he sees, was it Wayne Tower?
Yeah, it was Wayne Tower.
Wayne Tower gets obliterated by Superman and Zod during that fight at the end of the movie.
Like the dude flew right underneath. They flew, they were fighting right underneath that dude's feet in the movie there.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, real quick. If you haven't seen Batman vs Superman, and you don't want anything to be spoiled, spoiler alert. All right, so don't get angry at us. Here's your chance to peace out if you want to.
Yeah.
So anyway, Batman vs Superman, new kind of Batman.
Very new. Yeah, absolutely.
The main major thing, I think we can both agree on this, he breaks his rule.
Breaks his rule like no other.
Snaps that rule in half. That rule being, of course, that he's not going to kill anybody.
Yeah.
That goes back to that level that I was talking about, that they weren't ready for Batman to cross that threshold.
Yeah.
They wanted him to be this knight in
shining tinfoil.
Yeah,
we'll call that.
Something like that. It's just he was, not that he was incorruptible, but that was one thing. That was one place he wouldn't go. So when you see Batman versus Superman,
he's older. He's been around a lot longer, and he's gotten to the point
20-some years.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point where sometimes you just have to, and he says that in the movie. We steal from each other, we murder each other, but we always rebuild and we always continue on.
Right, referencing, he's talking about humanity at that point.
Yeah.
And you've got, Jesse Eisenberg's version of Luthor.
He's a sick little puppy.
Like, I've seen a bunch of different Batman movies and Superman movies, and every time Luthor's in there, he's this cool customer, calculated, maniacal. Let's be honest, he's a maniac about trying to defeat Superman in particular. He's a total xenophobe, hates anyone not from this planet. Superman is, his first encounter with anything not from the planet. He's like, gotta kill you.
Yep, you're
just
done.
saying.
Yep.
But Eisenberg brings this not cool, calm, collected version.
This very almost guano crazy style. Like he's like somebody flipped the switch and he's.
Well, and here's the thing though, you're talking about a young Lex Luthor.
Yeah, not very old at all. Like the other portrays that the ones that have portrayed him have always been an older Luthor.
Yeah.
This is more like a fresh young Luthor, which is kind of weird because you've got an older Batman.
An older Batman.
A
new Superman.
A newish Superman, and then you've got this younger Luthor.
Yeah, their timing, I will admit, if I have one gripe, it's the timing of everything. You have all these different milestones in their career.
They all just threw them kind of together.
Yeah, they threw Batman in later in his career, Superman earlier in his career, and Lex Luthor earlier in his career.
But that might actually be more along the lines of the actual storyline from back in the day. You know what I mean? Because Batman had been around for a while before
setting up Justice League.
Yeah, I mean he had been doing things, like he had already been working on this, and now he's into the timeline of, okay, man, like metahumans exist and aliens exist, and now he's like, how do I do this? What do I do?
Well, let's be honest. In the comics, you can't really tell just about how old Batman is.
No.
Only recently have they started to hint about what age Batman was by the time he met Superman, and they attempt to be as close to the comics as they possibly can, setting in stone for us in live action what Batman's point in career by this time was. Yeah. And here you have, you even want to touch the ending of Batman
I was
Superman?
thinking about that the other day. Have you ever seen I think it was Superman 3 with Christopher Reeve, who's that one dude? Richard Pryor as the bad guy. Kind of bad guy, good guy-ish. Well, in that movie, they had said that Superman had 2 hearts.
With the implication being what, though?
I'm just saying, he had 2 hearts. They were, they kind of did like an X-ray scan of him and showed that he had 2 hearts. So if they were going to kill him, they had to kill both hearts. If that case is true, if his alien body does have 2 hearts, I would definitely leave it wide open for the ending, because as the ones that have seen it know, spoiler alert for those that don't want, jump off right now, Superman dies.
He sure does.
He gets stabbed through the heart on the correct side
by
Doomsday.
By Doomsday, yes. Who is an abomination version of Zod.
Pretty much.
So, here's the thing about that. Very end of the movie, the little rubble raises up off the casket for a split second.
And then it's over.
And then the movie's over.
All done.
So, what in the world?
Wow, never seen that before.
What in the world?
Oh.
Okay, that's funny.
That's kind of funny.
Totally poorly timed, though.
Yeah. So how's that?